Good morning. Welcome in, Gemini. This is your August 2026 monthly reading. So big month. I know we're already in it almost a full week. We've got Lionsgate energy we're sitting in. That is in 2 days as I'm recording this on the 6th. So that'll be on the 8th, of course. We do have the eclipses this month, one on the 12th and one on the 27th, 28th. I think it's actually on the 28th. I'm not quite sure. It depends on where you live. We've got retrogrades. We've got just a lot of energy going on. And I did do a monthly collective video. So if you want more on the astrology, you can check that out. I went into that a little bit more than I want you here. So right out of the gate, you've got protection here. Ooh, I'm feeling like, I don't want to say vulnerability, a sensitivity. So I don't know what that's about, Gemini. Needing to protect your energy. Because right now your energies are very sensitive because, you may be in a transition state. Oops, I'm gonna pop my, oops, sorry about that. We're just making it real here. Yeah, I feel like you may be like on an up level in your ascension, and you could just be very sensitive to lights and sounds and just people. And so Spirit is saying really protect your energy. Call in your angelic team, call in your archangelic team to surround you, whoever they are. If you know who they are, if you don't, that's okay. You can call out to any one of the archangels or ascended masters and just ask to have this protective light around you. I do. My grandchildren know. I get in the car, and as soon as I get in, before I start, I say, okay, Archangel Michael, please place me in a bubble of your beautiful protective blue light. And that's just what I do when I drive. I also do that in my daily, practice. So whoever you want to call upon, ask for that assistance, all right? We have synchronicity in the law of attraction. Yeah, I just feel like the universe has been showing you, especially, I'm hearing, especially in the last week to 10 days specifically, okay. They've been showing you what you're bringing in for the month of August. So every month has a template test. The first 5 days of every month, it doesn't matter which month we're in, it's called the template test. What comes up during those first 5 days typically shows us what the energy of the month is going to be like for us. Also, how you show up in that energy in those first 5 days is going to be what you're going to have to reconcile, integrate, heal, whatever it is, the rest of the month, right? So, but I feel like, this has been going on for, like I said, a week to 10 days. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. So there it is. You have elevated, and in that elevation, you're drawing to you more abundance, more blessings, like-minded souls. You may be a new soul tribe that you have not met before, but you're also going to be attracting the undesirables, right? Because I'm really being shown this dark card in the middle of these two bright energies, right? With the light, you get the dark. You can't have one without the other. Is that really true, Spirit? We're just gonna leave it there, they say. Okay. But yeah, you've been getting the signs, you've been getting like the animal spirits, the number synchronicities. For the majority of you, you know what I'm talking about. But there could be some of you that are unaware, and when you stop and think about, oh, wait a minute, yeah, I kept seeing that on the clock, and I kept seeing that, and oh, look, my receipt said, 1616. That's a random number. I see a bug I've got to go get before Luna sees it because she'll knock over the TV. Hold, please. And of course, as soon as I set my chair down, it disappeared. I turned my head for 1 second. Gone. Okay, so there's a message there. There's an opportunity that if you look away, if you allow something to distract you, it's going to disappear like that. Put a pin in that, all right? Wow. Well, thank you, Bug, whatever you were, for that lesson, that message. All right, Spirit for Gemini. Love that. Love when it happens. We've got the Queen of Pentacles telling you. So Mercury is in its final full day. Its post-shadow phase ends tomorrow on the 7th of August. And my speech has been atrocious this morning. My thought process and my words, they have been getting mixed up. So that might be something that you're dealing with as well. But we've got the Queen of Wands here coming out with the Chariot. Yeah, you're elevating. You are elevating. You're gonna go places. You're shining. You're glowing. Some of you could be traveling as well, and that maybe I know my daughter's going on vacation today or tomorrow, and it's like just that getting away raises the vibration, right? Getting away from the fray of 3D-ness and getting to have fun and be just with the kids and her husband, and so yeah. But I know I'm not just, reading for my daughter here. I don't even know if she watches my videos. Probably not, but there you go. Unless, of course, I send her a link. There's the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there's that protection that feels more like ingrained protection. So some of your forms of, if you think you're protecting something, you may actually be stifling it. Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah, stifling it from keeping it from growing. Maybe that's a self-worth thing. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. So everything for a reason, right? So it's Four of Pentacles. So if you are traveling, if you are going on vacation, if you're going even on just a daycation, or whatever that's called, staycation, I don't know, but there's a message here about you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a good time. You could, it's just being around the people that you vibe with. That's enough. You may have spent a lot of money on it's coming through, so I'm going to say you might have spent a lot of money on a vacation, and you're like, I want to get every penny's worth out of it. But here's the thing, if you're looking at it that way, you're not going to enjoy it. You're going to tell yourself you're enjoying it, but there's going to be something lacking. There's going to be something that just falls short for you because you're so worried about getting every penny out of it. Loosen up. Allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to be flexible. Allow yourself to really feel, put your heart into and feel and enjoy where you're at right now or where you're going. Like I said, if you are traveling, that could be specific for some of you, but it's just like where you're at. You're energetically, frequency wise, you are elevating. I know that can be very daunting and very heady. I mean, it's overwhelming when your vibration rises very quickly. It's kind of like when you first wake up in the morning, you just put your feet on the ground, on the floor, and you get up quickly, and it's like your blood pressure has got to adjust itself. That you could feel a little bit of wonkiness there, and I am just like heating up. I just turned beet red here. It's hotter than a blazes here today. It's a big hair day. But that's typically a message that I'm hitting on something. It's one of my telltale signs. Yeah, King of Pentacles, King of Swords. That King of Swords looks downright miserable, does he not? In this deck? He looks miserable. This could be your energy. It does not have to be. It is, air energy, but male or female, again, does not matter on this channel typically. So, yeah, let's just keep, somebody's not happy with the amount of money that something's taking. It's like for some of you, it's the money. For others, it's the effort, the energy it's taking. I'm being shown, remember back in, was it in the early 2000s or the late 1990s? When was that? Was it Staples? If you've got them in your area, I'm in upstate New York. The commercial back when everyone watched a lot of TV was the easy button. Take it to Staples. And they press the easy button, and there's your project made, and whatnot. But it really is that easy. Just loosen up and enjoy. I mean, look at this energy. It looks like stick up your ass kind of energy. Stubborn, not budging, not flexible, just like planting your feet and just not budging. Something you think, whatever this is, it's like, this has got to go your way or no way. Where is that coming from, Gemini? Where is that coming from? Oh, wow. You've got a lot of growth to go here. I apologize. I mean, if I was receiving that message, I would be like, what the hell are you talking about? Found the bug. Hold still. Yes, son of a bitch is fast. It's an ant. And then I know as soon as she sees it, she's going to go crazy. Oh, there it is. I won. I won. Anyway, forgive me, Aunt, but I had to do it. So yeah, where is this coming from? It's been a long road. I feel like it's just like you're exhausted here. But gosh, Gemini, you're attracting something incredible. Make sure you don't miss it because of distractions, right? If this is you going on vacation, make sure you don't miss those moments. If I'm talking to my daughter, you've got a senior. These are moments you're not going to get back, right? Another 9. So you are coming at, there's an end of a cycle coming in here. Oh, you're exhausted. You're stressed out. August is going to be a lot of worry. I mean, it doesn't have to be. How you handle this energy is what's going to be important here. I've got to say that. How you protect your energy from, if this is outside energy, I do have to say that if these are outside energies, how you handle yourself is going to be key. I feel like you've learned a lot of lessons up to this point in your life. Why this just like feels so opposite of those oracle cards, right? Those feel like something incredible is coming in, and it is. You know, it's like be careful what you're attracting. You know, the law of attraction. Be careful what you're attracting. I mean, you are initially attracting something incredible, and you're worthy of it. But it's like, I don't know. It feels like you're like clinging to something here. Things changing too fast. You know, I gotta tell you, when you awaken, you really have no control over how fast it happens. This could be somebody who is like wide awake now. It's been coming. You've been seeing the synchronicities. You've been seeing the signs. You've been seeing and hear, or maybe even hearing the nudges from the universe. I feel like these energies are outside energies that want to keep you. Maybe this is what this is. They want to keep you the way that you are. That's going to resonate for some of you. But you have some maybe past lives to clear up. You've got some past life karma to clear up. You've got a long road ahead of you. But it does not have to be like this, okay? Don't get all up in your head about it. No, okay, I'm seeing it. I saw it. I got to take it. A third 9 of cups. 999, you may be seeing that. That might be one of the synchronicities that you're being shown. I'm going to put that here. Something about, you know, maybe September 9th could be significant for some of you. But ultimately, this is where you're going. All right? Just make sure that this energy doesn't drive you to drink. Let's just put that out there, right? Like I said, if you can just open up and release that 4 of Pentacles, where he's like really holding on tight to money, holding on tight to the way things have been, the way things that you've known things, you know, not wanting to be flexible, not wanting things to move. I mean, right now that Chariot's not moving. It's because you're not allowing it to move. I'm going to check on that in a moment. Let's get the final card here in this spread. All right, well, that one. 2 of Cups. Look at that. It's beautiful. You're attracting beautiful partnerships and friendships. For some of you that are not, you know, coupled, this could be, you know, attracting you a partner. For those of you that are, you know, this is just opportunities to enjoy that love more, pour more into the connection. I want to say, Gemini, for those of you that are elevating on your spiritual journey, whether you are aware that you're on one or not, you are. That's a given. You're human on this planet. Gaia is raising her frequency. Every human being is raising their frequency. Some are choosing not to be aware of it. Some are choosing to be aware of it. You are being asked to choose to be aware of it. And I feel like for the most of you, you are. You may be questioning, why do I keep seeing 999? Why do I keep seeing 222, 1111, something like that? What do these mean? You know, that could be this, just asking a lot of questions, getting a lot of downloads at night, right? the purpose of everyone's ascension is growth. And it's so filled with love and the right partnerships, the right friendships, the right, collaborations. I lost my train of thought there for a moment. So yeah, so there could be there's something here. Talk to me, Spirit, about what's the distractions. I keep, it's like squirrel. I just, if watching this is like pulling teeth, I do apologize because I know what it's feeling like here on this end. What are the distractions about? Yeah, I feel like they're trying to, there is always going to be energy that's going to try to, I'm going to take it in the reverse, the lovers in reverse in the world. There are always going to be energies that are going to try to keep you off your new timeline, right? That are going to keep you from being on a new timeline. The universe is mirroring something back to you. I didn't see that before. There's some, see those moons? One set's in, the other set is curved and out, waxing and waning cycles. You do have a cycle that is closing out here. What is that cycle that is closing out here for Gemini? And it's going to look a little different for each of you, but energetically, what is this cycle that is closing out? Oh, the cycle where you've got to work so hard at your happiness, your joy, and your connections. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who does it all for everyone. You've got the Three of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. You are attracting some new things here because you've manifested it. Another 9. You've got all the 9s. 9999. You know what? I am going to look up the angel meaning of that. It signals that an old phase, such as a painful separation or a toxic pattern, is ending, so a deeply transformative new chapter can begin. Well, there you have it. You have a new chapter. You are attracting it. You've worked hard, whether you've known it or not. You have it set in your soul contract that this cycle is beginning. It's meant to begin now. So letting go, heal past hurts, forgive old pain. This is letting go of past patterns, past belief systems. Maybe it has to do with your role in connections, right? Oh, I'm glad. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding me to look that up because it really sets this into perspective for me as a reader. So why hasn't this chariot, why are these sphinxes not moving? Is this a pause? This is a, like I said, maybe you are going on vacation to get some rest, but then things are going to move forward. Just saw the tower on the bottom of the deck, so let's see if that wants to speak to us in any manner. But why isn't the chariot moving quite yet? Ten of Pentacles, family. There it is. There it is. I need more. What do we see? For some of you, this is a legal situation. Something's got to shift in the family dynamic, whether it's financially, Maybe there's a legal situation. There's the Seven of Wands. Protect yourself because something's about to end here. And you don't want to get mixed up in the fray of that. It's the second time. So I heard the word fray this morning. It's not a word I hear very often. It was in a Christian rendition of John 3:16, made into a song, and I just said it here. And look at this. This kind of looks like something being. I don't know why I'm being shown like a pair of shorts or jeans. You cut a pair of jeans off for shorts and you're fraying the end so it looks, ragged and, worn. Make sure that's not you. It could be because, I've got it here. It looks like you're at your last wit's end here with something. Could be a family member, it could be a family situation. Whatever it is family. It could have to do with finances. I'm not really picking a lot of that up, really, but there is definite change in the Angel Tarot that I used for the angel message this morning for August 6th. It was in that deck. I didn't know it wasn't the card that came out. It came out for me personally. It was the Tower, which is called Change Your Life. You're being given an opportunity to change this family dynamic before the universe does. This is happening now. Something's happening now that's shifting the energy and the dynamic. That could be happening within you personally, because I am reading for you. And if that happens, it does shift the dynamic of the family, right? I do want to say for some of you, you may be, someone in the family may be either losing a job, cancel, clear, delete that, or going down in pay. But I want to tell you, don't worry about it because it's actually a good thing, because something else opens up and finances actually do look good, but you've got to loosen up a little bit. You can't hold on too tightly to what is. Like I'm always used to getting such and such amount in my paycheck every 2 weeks. Well, suddenly that just went down a little bit. It's okay because something's gonna balance out somewhere else. I don't know. I don't have that. I don't have the Justice here. You gotta be kidding me. So I opened my hand and these two cards stuck to my fingers because I'm sweating my ass off here, and there's the Justice card. I was just saying the Justice card isn't here. Well, I did see it on the bottom of the deck though, but I do want to remind you that things balance out. Things are. This is a message that for those Geminis who put everything into everyone. What about pouring into yourself? Okay. You can give up. You can loosen up and give up some of your responsibility. Maybe what you pay for. Like if you're married and you and your husband, you agree that this is what you pay for, and then this is what they pay for, right? Maybe there's a shift in that. Saying, you know what, I don't want to be responsible for this because that really has nothing to do with me. You should be paying for that kind of thing. I don't know. Take that for however that resonates. But I do want to take a look at these two energies here that look like they just got this stick up their frickin' asses. Not moving. Nope, we've got to do things this way. I'm not budging. Is that you, Gemini? Is that somebody else? Gemini, you're air energy. You should be airy-fairy. I do know Geminis can be, how do I want to say this? I'm not going to say anything because it depends on how your chart is all made up anyway. That would be a generalized, and I don't want to do that. Okay. Talk to me about these two characters here, this energy, King of Pentacles, King of Swords. It doesn't feel like your energy. It really does, because look at you. Here they are. Let's see if I can get this looking in the camera the right way. This is how it is on the table. Look at you looking at these two people. Look at all the work that I do. You're like, get your asses off your damn thrones and do it yourself. Put your laundry away. Do the dishes. You're tired of carrying everything for everyone, and they're just sitting back. But here's the thing, they're not happy. No matter how much you do for them, they're not going to be happy. So let's just put that out there, Gemini. And you're just like at your wit's end. And it's like maybe that's the cycle that you're growing out of, is like where you allow other people to dictate who you are for them and to them. So I like that. There's the Justice card coming out with a Temperance. Yes, Archangel Michael's energy. Things are going to balance out. Be patient. Go easy on yourself. Use this moment, this month, as a healing module is the word I'm being given. Okay. Yeah, if it's a legal matter, things are going to work out. Just give it a little more time. And I've got the Queen. Oh, look at that. We've got, you can't make everybody happy. Look at that. Everyone's hand is out. And here's you with your hand out going, what are you going to do for me? I do everything for you. What are you going to do for me? And it's like there's constant disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. You're using your discernment this month. I feel like I feel like this is the month, Gemini, where you learn that no is no. And it's a complete sentence, period. N-O, period. No more overdoing for others. And that in itself, like if you can like protect your energy, and it's like self-preservation. No is no. It's like when you say no, I'm not doing it anymore. When the husband, the kids, the family, everyone is like so used to Gemini taking care of everyone. No more. I have a feeling shit is about to hit the fan. And Gemini, you're the one who's going to be coming out on top. Not that it's any kind of competition, but this is because you are elevating. And when you elevate, when we all elevate, our dynamics that we're in cannot stay the same. Cannot stay the same. I watched a video of a friend of mine who did a very quick, 20-minute live yesterday, which is out of his norm. It's like been a year since he's done a live, and he talked about karmic lessons, and a bunch of different ones, but recognizing that just because you are in a marriage doesn't mean you have to stay in a marriage. Things cycle. I think I just spit on my cards. Things cycle through. And if you have finished a karmic cycle here, you don't have to hold on to it. Ask yourself why. If you're holding on to it because it's what you know, it's because, I made vows. Well, vows really are, how do I want to put this? I'm being given the word temporary, we're just going to leave it there. Okay, we're not going to get into all of that right now. But you had a soul contract to fulfill, and you fulfilled it. So if you're being nudged that, yeah, I love these people, but they're not my people anymore. Or I love this person, but it's not my person anymore. That's okay too. It may be shocking to the family, but you've got to do what you came here to do, and who you came here to become. You've got to shift. You've got to be flexible. You've got to flow like water. That's wild. Because my ostomy apparently agrees with that statement. Yeah, your happiness depends on it. And your no, like I said, how you maneuver this month and this energy can dictate how these connections fare. Okay? But if you're going to stay stuck in something that you feel you've really outgrown, it's nothing bad about it. It's just, it doesn't fit anymore. There's no more growth that you can acquire by being in that dynamic. I'm not saying, you're going to get a divorce or anything. Some of you may, and that's okay. That's okay. It's like there's this understanding that, it's time for me to move on because there's something else, a new chapter that's opening up for me that I'm meant to enter into. And, like I said, that's okay. There's, again, lost my train of thought. So there could be a lot of that this month, Gemini. Just keep an eye out. If you find that your thoughts kind of elude you from time to time, like what you're saying, you're about to say it, and it's like it just goes. Be easy on yourself. Just let it go. It wasn't meant to be said, right? If it was, it will come back around to you. But this is a month to no more pouring all your energy into others. Letting others take responsibility for themselves. You're changing, Gemini, and that's going to change the dynamic of all the connections that you're involved in. Your work connections, your job, your friends, your family, marriage, partnerships, whatever. It has to, because it's time, and it's part of what you're here, how you're here to grow. All right, final message. I know this has gone a little bit long, but that's okay. Things needed to be said. Ants needed to be conquered. Oh, Miss Nunes. She's so hot. I know. It's just so humid here. Waiting for a storm. Final messages for August for Gemini, please. Thank you. You know what? I can't tell you how many zodiacs have gotten this card out. And I gotta say, first time it came out, I was like, well, I don't know if I've ever seen this card come out in a reading, on camera. For me, maybe, but not on camera. And now I've gotten it out. What are you, the fourth sign? Fourth or fifth sign? Surrender to effortlessness. You haven't got to be everything to everyone and do everything for everyone. They've got you hands. They got you feet. They can do things, right? Stop pushing so hard, Gemini. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to oh my God, trying to force the river. And I wrote down flow like water, Gemini. You can't make that crap up, man. I love it. I love it. And you got surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream, or solve a problem. Yeah, if you're so clenched up like this, holding on to how things used to be, you're gonna struggle, Gemini. You're being given a heads up right now. So heed your guides' advice. Open up. This is not just about, a creative project. It's about how things can shift and change and, flow and evolve over time. So can you. So can your thoughts. So can your beliefs. Look at the synchronicities. Look at all the butterflies in the mirror, and I don't know if you can see them in the mirror there. There's like 20 butterflies and water. There's water. There's a reflection is so the reflection is not what we're looking at here. We're seeing what she's seeing. There's water. There's a mountain. There's a ton of butterflies, like where the monarchs start before they fly off. That's interesting. Yeah, you are being transformed. That I want to say that too. All right, Gemini. Woo wee baby. That's a big month for you guys. So I wish you all the best. If you're going on vacation, be safe. I know my daughter is. Be safe. And come home. Come back. Come back. It's one thing I always, I know it's part of her journey if she's not meant to come back. But it's like, I want my baby here. But I can't be selfish like that. All right. Anyway. See, just rambling. The thought goes, the mind is going every which way today. So, yeah, have fun. I love you. We'll see you on the other side.